my very dear friend, Sean Puffy Combs is here.
Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever. And the reason why you got to talk is because you did a deal, you fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to come at me, because part of the deal for you to be a do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you're going to go pull my coat.
My very dear friend Sean Puffy Combs is here. Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, and the reason why you got talk is because you did a deal. You know what I'm saying. That's why you got to come at me, cause part of the deal for you to be a do all that and get out of jail is that you promised that you going to go pull my seat. If you thought Kanye was done spilling tea on the Kardashian-Jenner clan, hold on to your seat. This time he's allegedly calling out Kim K and Kris Jenner for trying to silence Diddy's alleged victims around $50 million. Now I'm going to different CFOs like, okay, so would this be tax evasion? Kanye's been on the Kardashians case for years, so at first you might think this is just another one of his usual rants, but here's the kicker. Kim and Kris are reportedly tied to some shady dealings involving Diddy and his crew, and get this right, when the news broke that the feds were raiding Diddy's properties, Kim wasted no time hitting that unfollow button on all of her social media accounts. Coincidence maybe, but with how hard Kim and Kris are publicly separating themselves from Diddy, people are starting to wonder if they're working behind the scenes to hush up his victims and get his case thrown out. The longer this Diddy saga drags on, the messier it gets, pulling in more celebrities accused of either partying with him or, in Kim and Kris's case, allegedly covering for him. Back in the day, when it was trendy to be seen with Diddy, the Kardashians were all about that life, tying themselves to him at every opportunity. But the second Diddy got into hot water, the whole Kardashian crew went into full damage control, scrubbing every trace of their connection to him from the internet. So who was with you this weekend? A bunch of my friends: Diddy, Quincy, Justin Bieber. So far, so Montana. No, half the people you're naming. No, yep, they were that thrilled to be seen part with Diddy back in the day. But the moment those lawsuits started rolling in, the Kardashians pulled a full 180 on their friendship. Kim, being the trendsetter she is, was the first to drop Diddy like a hot potato, unfollowing him on all her social media accounts faster than you can say damage control. The rest of the Kardashian-Jenner squad quickly followed her lead, scrubbing their feeds clean of any posts, pictures, or mentions that could tie them to Diddy. But they didn't stop there. Oh no, that would have been too subtle. Allegedly they launched a behind-the-scenes media blitz to make sure everyone knew they were separating themselves from Diddy and his growing pile of scandal. They were so terrified of getting dragged into the mess that a source spilled to In Touch Weekly about how the Kardashians were in full-blown panic mode. According to the insider, Kris Jenner was scrambling like a mom at a PDA meeting, trying to erase every last trace of their ties to Diddy. Interestingly, the original In Touch Weekly article where this insider spilled the tea has mysteriously disappeared, likely part of the Kardashians' PR efforts to maintain their untouchable image. But ironically, these efforts seem to backfire. Instead of putting the rumors to rest, their moves only fueled more speculation, making people wonder what they might be trying to hide. Just recently, the Kardashians have found themselves in hot water again after an old post of Khloe Kardashian with Diddy resurfaced back in 2013. Khloe shared a photo with Diddy, captioned, "Happy birthday, you're an incredible friend to my family, a constant motivation, and you share my obsession with unicorns. Much love and many blessings." The post raised eyebrows, especially as Khloe seemed to have had a closer relationship with Diddy compared to the rest of the Kardashian clan. From a young age, Khloe was reportedly hanging around Diddy, often unsupervised. In fact, it's been claimed that Kris Jenner even allowed 16-year-old Khloe to go on tour with him. During this time, allegations surfaced that she was drinking under while on tour. Fast forward to 2019, Khloe posted another nod to Diddy's lifestyle on Instagram using the iconic line, "Ain't no party like a Diddy party." Why would a 16-year-old Khloe Kardashian go on tour with P. Diddy? "I definitely was drinking at 6. Yeah, we was with. I did not start drinking till later. You were driving cars." For context, let's take a step back to when the Kardashians were far from the global brand we know today. This was pre-Keeping Up with the Kardashians, back when the family was still riding the wave of Robert Kardashian's fame from the O.J. Simpson trial. At that time, Khloe wasn't a reality star or involved in the entertainment industry at all, so when people discovered that a 16-year-old Khloe Kardashian was on tour with P. Diddy, questions started flying. What exactly was her role on tour? Was she a backup dancer, a stylist, or an assistant? Nobody could figure it out, and as far as we know, Khloe wasn't even on Diddy's payroll. It seemed like she was there simply for the vibes. Adding to the mystery, Khloe later admitted that she was Drinking at just 16, raising even more eyebrows about the situation. This close connection between Khloe and Diddy is even more curious because it appears their relationship began well before she was 16. Old episodes of Keeping Up with the Kardashians hint that Khloe had been attending Diddy's wild parties for years, experiencing things most teenagers could only imagine. In one clip making rounds online, Khloe spills the tea about the over-the-top bashes she witnessed and the wild things that went down. She didn't go to bed. I haven't been to bed yet. You haven't. I want to be Khloe when I grow up. Court. I got on a plane at 5:30 a.m. This party, I think half of the people there were butt naked. You would have loved it just like what you just heard. Khloe Kardashian didn't shy away from spilling the tea about Diddy's legendary parties. While chatting with Kourtney, she painted a wild picture, sharing how many guests were in their birthday suits and confirming that Diddy's parties were as outrageous as everyone imagined. Khloe even told Kourtney that she would have loved the vibe, clearly fueling some FOMO when Kourtney pressed for more juicy details. Khloe didn't disappoint. She started name-dropping celebrities she partied with, including Justin Bieber, who was only 20 at the time. Khloe casually listed off the crowd: Diddy, Quincy, Justin Bieber, French Montana, and noted that by 5:30 a.m. the party was still in full swing. She added with a laugh that half the guests were naked, leaving little to the imagination about the party's reputation. The mention of Justin Bieber raised a few eyebrows, especially given rumors of his closeness to Diddy during that time. Kourtney was clearly intrigued, but Khloe's vivid recounting didn't stop there. This glimpse into the Kardashian-Diddy connections highlights just how deeply intertwined they were in that glamorous, chaotic party scene. Interestingly, Khloe's relationship with Diddy might be the most innocent compared to the rest of the Kardashian family. For instance, Kim Kardashian's early appearances at Diddy's parties date back to her days as Paris Hilton's stylist. By 2008, Kim was frequently photographed with Diddy at A-list events, and soon the entire Kardashian clan became regulars at these elite gatherings. In fact, in 2009, Khloe Kardashian was spotted at one of Diddy's infamous white parties at his Beverly Hills mansion. The following year, in 2010, Kim and Kourtney joined Diddy again, this time at Andre Harrell's birthday party. These appearances became a regular thing for the Kardashians as they quickly realized how important it was for their social status to be seen with the entertainment mogul. Given how calculated their public lives are, it was clear that their appearances at Diddy's events weren't just random, they were planned. And speaking of planning, we can't forget about the mastermind behind the Kardashian brand, Kris Jenner. Kris has been close with Diddy for years, and she was meticulous about placing her daughter in the same circles as him. During her time hosting the Kris Jenner show, she invited Diddy as a guest and the two exchanged playful flirtations. Diddy even jokingly told Kris that he had a crush on her for years. At first people thought it was just friendly banter, but as Diddy's legal issues began to surface, the public started to look at their relationship a little more critically. In 2012, Kris posted a picture of herself with Diddy looking cozy, which only fueled the speculation about their relationship. So why do you care to go to this? Because I was invited and I think it would be fun. When are you going to act your own age? This like rap crew like Rick Ross and Diddy. Do you think this is like your crowd? I know a thing or two about rap music. Who is the boss? Me. As you all know, Kris Jenner has played a major role in shaping the Kardashian brand, including some of their most viral moments. The one that started it all, Kim's infamous adult tape with Ray J. While many believed it was a leak, scandal rumors suggested it wasn't a leak at all. In fact, Kris allegedly orchestrated the whole thing. Sources claimed that Kris personally selected Ray J for the job and even had them sign a contract to make it official. As if that wasn't enough, Kris reportedly made sure to film multiple versions of the tape and chose the one with the best angles for Kim. Can you imagine being in a position where you're choosing which of your daughter's intimate moments should be made public? But according to insiders, Kris didn't do it alone. She allegedly had some help from none other than her good friend Diddy. Sources suggest that Diddy advised Kris on which clips were the most flattering and helped her go over the details of the contract. This connection between Kris and Diddy seems to run deeper than just business, especially when you consider Kanye West's infamous rants over the years about the shady dealings in the Kardashian family. At the time, many shrugged him off as simply being problematic, but in hindsight his comments now make more sense. Can't